Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, Brozinger Gaming, back with another Brawlhalla video, and I know I have it freeze framed on the season 33, my wins and losses and where I'm at, but at 1750, starting this video off. And I probably named this video something really clickbait, like, you know, the best method for improving or whatever, because this is like the first time that I've tried some new ideas that I saw in a video that I'll link in the description. It's pretty interesting concept of basically playing games and setting a limit for how many you want to play that day. So for me, I said 5. So I said I want to play 5 games, 5 ranked 1v1 games a day. Alright. And the reason why I went with 5 is because I can probably fit 5 into a YouTube video. So I'm going to just come out and say it. I played all 5 games in this video. So about 5 minutes, if you cut out all of the filler, like the waiting for a match and everything, that comes out to about 18 minutes, like this one is, and that depends on how long the games are. And I might not even play all 5 games, which I'll explain why. But basically, the caveat to this is I can play 5 games in total if you don't lose 2 games. You can only lose 2 games, right? So it's like if you could play 3 games in a day if you win 1 and lose 2. That's the method. That's what I'm working on. So win 1, lose 2, that type of thing, you have to stop playing. Like, you don't get to play 5 games that day, if that makes sense. So what does that mean? Well, that means that if you want to play the game more, or you hate, I hate to end on a bad like set of games. I hate to quit on a loss, basically. Hate to do it, and it's always like been against like my nature to do that, but basically it's like gambling. It's like you're literally like gambling at that point with your elo, and you're basically like you're overdoing it. Like you're just way overdoing it. Like, your brain is not made to compute an hour and a half of hyper like activity, you know, which is what like Brawlhalla basically is. It's very active. By the way, like, I'm winning this game. Like, I have the slightest edge on him starting from the very beginning. The smallest advantage starting from the beginning. I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to the game right now. I'm trying to get through this explanation, but my opponent here actually is very smooth with it. I mean, I gotta be honest, this game was very close. I might have played better in this game than I did in the rest of the games today, but it has been a little while since I looked at them. I will start to focus on them pretty completely probably now, yeah, but I just wanted to get through that explanation. So this I feel like helped me a lot, this method, this idea of playing only the 5 games. And I know, like, that really is as many as you need to play in order to really learn from each of your games, because it's like you can play more than that for sure. But at that point, are you really like watching and reviewing, and are you understanding what's happening in every single one of those 5 games? Or if you play like 10 games a day, are you actually learning from that? By the way, nice SIG utilization. Very clean, I gotta be honest. I mean, I was very close game, just could not clean out the stock, but you know, we do what we can. So keep in mind, I'm playing this game, and if I lose this game, that's gonna be the whole video. Keep that in mind. If I lose this game, that's it. I'm uploading the video like that. Okay? That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, like, if I lose this game, like, I'm nervous. I'm doing so I learned a few new movement ideas that I've been trying to integrate into my game. I'm not really utilizing them too much here, because I think I'm a little bit too nervous to be trying to implement them. I'm not even really dashing. I'm not doing a whole lot of good here. But what I did learn is I learned some like empty hops in like the other direct. Like, if you empty hop away from your opponent, Like right now, I'm sort of just spamming. Like this isn't really good. I thought I played some good Brawlhalla in these games, honestly, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, so I'm just kind of empty hopping around him, but mostly it's like weapon throw. What weapon throws into a sig? Like what? By me, not by him. Like that was okay. I mean, see, this is why. This is what I meant when I said 5 games, right? You really actually get to look at each of them. You get to look at each of the games, and it's like, are you really implementing what you're learning? Like I don't think I do it in this game. I have to make a conscious effort to do it. Like, I was kind of doing it there, but it didn't make any sense to. You see what I meant? I was kind of empty hopping. See, right there, I just did it. I'm kind of empty hopping away from him, trying to get him to commit to something. But it's not, like, good bait. Like, I'm not actually, like, he's not actually committing to something that I can punish when I do that. Or I'll just go for too many down airs. Stop going for down airs. Stop it. Hold on. Why would you... Okay, I guess it worked. I guess past me is just better at Brawlhalla than me right now. I did play these games earlier today, so... I guess I just, you know, got worse at Brawlhalla. Or I guess I got that much better. I haven't played any more Brawlhalla other than these games, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's kind of funny, though. I mean, I weapon throw down a lot, and it's probably going to work again. Oh no, he sidestepped at that time. Yeah, you can tell I'm getting a little bit nervous for sure, because it is always in the back of my mind that I sort of have to win this game. You know, I have to win this game, or this video is going to be like 10 minutes long, right? And I knew that was a possibility, and that being a possibility, you'd be surprised. Like, I like to think that I perform a little bit better under pressure, but it could just be that my opponent... I mean, how do I win this game exactly? Like, I'm spamming side air, he's punishing it. I'm not spacing out, like that like the spacing away. Like, you see my little jump, my little empty jump that I do? That's just something I'm trying to implement to, like, get something out of these people, man. I don't know. It's hard. I feel like people are much better at this game than, like, a lot of like, it seems like, I mean, I guess I am mid-plat. It's like not an amazing rating. A little backstepping, really bad weapon throw, that one. Just jump over this, what is that? Is that a D-Sig? What does Kaya's Sigs look like? I probably... Yeah, man. So not as much, like, you know, movement as I would have liked myself to have been using. But the downwards weapon throws are always nice, but then you get hit by the ground pound, so it's like... It's really sketchy, I'm gonna be honest. And I don't get lucky with the side sig, but the side sig is really fortunate. I'm happy to have a side sig, basically, is what I mean. Like, that was way too close. Like, that was awful. This game too, I almost get the stock taken off, which is like... Sometimes, man, I have to do that. I have to do the sig. I have to do the emote. Okay, that was a strategic emote right there, because I feel like nothing makes you more mad than almost taking a stock off someone and then killing yourself. Like, I feel like nothing makes somebody more mad, and I wanted to talk about this. This is something I was thinking about during the game. If you can get somebody mad at you, that's, like, strategic. Like, after this game, I'll go good game, I won't be toxic afterwards. But emoting mid-game after something that you know might have made somebody else mad, getting somebody mad mid-game is genuinely, like, an actual strategy to win. It's like, because people just will play worse if they're playing off emotion. That's literally true. Now, there's a few cases where that's not true, and one of those cases is if your opponent is playing on autopilot. So, like, if you make a good player, like someone who's genuinely very good at the game, if you make them mad and they're sort of playing on autopilot, then they're gonna stop playing on autopilot and then beat you. So it's like, oh, but I shouldn't make people mad because if I make somebody mad, then they're gonna play better. No, that's not really true. But if they were playing on autopilot and they genuinely are that much better than you, that they weren't even focusing on the game until you made them mad, that's another situation. I didn't figure that this was that case, but you know, it's kind of like you want someone to continue playing on autopilot against you, you know? You want someone to continue being on autopilot if they are. So you don't want it's kind of like it's a weird decision. It's like a I don't know. It's like you have to gauge that. Do you think your opponent is just playing on autopilot, or do you think that they're actually really focusing? And if you make them mad, they're gonna lose their focus. It's an interesting question, but it's kind of like on a meta level. Like it's like I'm talking about the meta level strategy of doing an emote that could make somebody mad at you. But you know, it's an interesting concept. So we love Kung Fu Panda. We love Don't forget his name. Don't forget the panda from Kung Fu Panda's name. Is it Po? I think it's Po. I think it's Po. Yeah. So we got ourselves Lean Po as I'm sure. I have at least one friend who picks the purple color and then calls them Lean and then insert character. So like I found that really funny. So I'm gonna repeat it now. So so this is it could also be blue, by the way, and not purple, but I'm colorblind, so that's your explanation. If it's blue and not purple, it looks like purple to me. So you can't be mad, or else you're making fun of a disabled. I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's see. So when do I get to a point where people stop playing like this? Real talk. Like do when do I get to the point where people aren't doing stuff like gravity canceling? Like when does this stop being something that gets done like badly, you know? I understand if you do this and like you hit the moves because you're like genuinely like better at the game, and you hit the move because you know I'm gonna be there, and like you're exploiting some movement option and I'm already low on like health or whatever. Like I understand if you're using SIGs in like a really critical, like objectively correct way. I understand, like if that's what you're doing. That's not quite what this is. When do we see? I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm not complaining, by the way. Like cause you'll see that this game. Oh shoot, that overlay played. Holy cow! Wait, that overlay got recorded. Yo, I was so sure that wouldn't get recorded. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna leave that in. I'm gonna leave that in just because, like, at this point, that's gonna be immortalized. I'm not gonna give you guys context for that. I'm not gonna give you that. There's not gonna be no context for that one, and that's thing. And that's funny. I did not think that. I you know what? That kind of messed up my game a little bit. Honestly, I was thinking about that. I was like thinking about, you know, that I had totally put that whole situation like completely out of my mind when I started playing. And I was like, during the rest of this game, thinking about it, like, man, like, what's going on with that? Like, what should I say? You know, stuff like random stuff like that. And it was like, actually, I felt like I felt like my focus completely seep away from me. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. That's what I mean by like the strategic use of annoying emotes. It works, especially if you're playing a set against somebody. Like if you're like playing a set where you know someone's gonna rematch you, core thumbs down. Like I know I said in a previous video that core thumbs down is like against my ideology, and it is. I still don't think I would do it. I'm just saying, like, especially if you're playing someone who's like who gets emotional pretty easily. I think core thumbs down is like one of the most broken things you can do after a game if you know they're gonna like have to play you again, like if you're in a tournament or something. But at the same time, it's almost like not worth it, because like you basically break a moral code at this point. If I core thumbs down someone, I would break my moral code. So even if I win because of it, is it even like worth the win? I'm mostly being sarcastic because this type of stuff doesn't matter, but I love like meta-analysis of things, of like especially like competitive settings. Like I gotta be honest, like, oh yeah, by the way, Nice little dodge read. Not a dodge read, more of like a dodge reaction. I was pretty proud of that cleanup. And this is a rematch, so this is a rematch right here. So, I decided to keep this rematch in. So I do a little little swap up here to the red what do you even call this, Archfiend, and I switch up the buddy as you do, and I just lock in. Same literally everything, not even a stance change, just the like change to the skin. Which I just thought that was pretty funny. The normal Artemis skins look so weird to play. The normal Artemis skin like looks so weird to me now. Like seriously, I can't look. It's like what is that? Like when I'm fighting an Artemis and they don't have a skin, it's like stock Artemis. I'm like, what am I facing right now? So here's another example of what I mean by like badly utilized signatures on this Queen Nai, or whoever this is. I don't know what. I think this is a wrestler of some kind. I don't know what this is from though. I couldn't tell you like what the crossover is. But look at look at that. Like, are we serious? Like, are we actually? Am I not? Like, I don't mean to like disrespect my opponent, because obviously that was a pretty nice read by him, but he got himself killed for it for some reason. I think that was a dodge up read. Yeah, dodge up read into the ground pound was pretty kill. Like, it was pretty nice. But like, why is it that people like play good Brawlhalla, right? Like, okay, I'm not trying to be mean. Why is it that people play good Brawlhalla and then they just ruin it, man? Like look at like, okay, so people will actually play like really good moves, and then it'll be like, I'm going to input a side sig again. Like, I get that I jumped into that one, but it's like, why slide charge N-sig? Why? Like, I guess I'm pretty low on damage, but like, I feel like you can try to hit me with, you know, downlight recovery on Katars. What is the N-sig? Oh, I think that's D-sig. That's D-sig on Katars. Why D-sig like several times in a row? Like, I just don't know. Like, does he think it's like gonna work, or is he like? See, I know some people will do this. I know some people will, you know, play in a way like that's intentionally bad, so that way if like they win, it really annoys the other person. I mean, I'm all for that. I'm all for the mind games. I'm all for it, but like, come on, man, don't dodge in. At this point, yeah, spot dodge read, man. Dodge in read and a spot dodge read with two different weapons, dude. I was locked in. Or if my opponent was just playing really bad. One of the two. I feel like my opponent was playing really bad, because I didn't even get the dodge in read there. Or, I mean, there's no way to really react and get a dodge in read. You just sort of have to be prepared for it. But yeah, it's like, you know, down a side light, and then side light knocked them into the air on Scythe. Yeah, side light, knock them into the air. If they dodge in, you can jump and then dare in the opposite direction. That's how you do that. That's how you get the in dodge read on Scythe. That's one of them anyway. But it's like, it's hard to know the future. It's also not hard to know when it's time to use an Artemis D-Sig. Am I right, guys? And that's going to be it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. We're almost 1800. So exciting.